Hey everybody, Rachel Laurie here with Turnaround Marriage, and I'm here with Dr. Trudy Johnson again to discuss the 10 reasons marriage counseling might not work. Dr. Trudy is a marriage and family therapist as well as a clinical trauma specialist, and she is just a phenomenal resource for Turnaround Marriage. And we are just so excited to be gospel partners in helping Christians who might be in crisis in their marriage, whether it's from trauma or whether their marriage is unraveled for a variety of reasons. So today we're going to be talking about reason number 4 that your marriage counseling might not work, and that is addictions of any kind. Dr. Trudy, what would you say? Talk about addiction and why that's so devastating to a marriage.
It's devastating because it's going to have more power than the spouse.
Hmm.
It's going to run the show.
Yeah.
And no matter what, that spouse is going to be second choice to the addiction. Now, we know addiction is about medicating pain. So there's probably some trauma under there. And again, we just blame everything on trauma. But there are some definite heart issues that need to be resolved because of that trauma. So that addiction is a way to medicate that pain, but it's the wrong way, as you know. And we have someone to help us. We have the Lord Jesus Christ to help us with those addictive behaviors. And that person has to get serious about prioritizing their health and their own heart, their life, their marriage, their family. And the only thing they can do is to kick that addiction out of their life. They have to, or it's always going to take precedence over anything else, including their walk with the Lord.
It's so true. And with the prevalence of the opioids and drugs and how easy it is to get things to medicate. I mean, the fact that alcohol is so effective at numbing pain just makes it so dangerous. And for a spouse who's sober, but their spouse battles addiction, talk about the impact on a spouse who, let's say it's been hidden or they've just discovered it, or they've been lied to and deceived for
Mhm.
a long time. Like, what kind of impact does that have on a
Yes, well, we're around again to that trust level. It completely disconnects that person from being able to trust their spouse, and without trust, there can be no relationship. So they can go into what I call detective mode,
spouse?
trying to find out what's happening. So it creates kind of a sense of craziness of I feel in my gut something's wrong, or else just the out of control that's caused by the addiction, whether it's drugs, alcohol. It could be even, as we know, sexual situations. So it's just anything that's taking their spouse away from having that connected relationship. And it makes the other person so abandoned, so alone, and so frustrated and confused and angry and scared. And they blame themselves. So it just creates another tumble down of problems.
Yes, yes. And even I know for the one who is addicted, it's devastating for them too. I mean, for so many reasons. But as you said, Dr. Trudy, they're trying to numb some kind of deep, deep pain. And unfortunately, whatever substance they have chosen is working pretty darn good to numb it. What are
And then another situation, Rachel's, they need to understand if it's really been a long term, they have to have at least that 30 days of drying out, 30 to 60 days, because their body now is actually soaking up, wanting that. And it's actually becoming a physical need and want. So unless they go 30 to 60 days without any of that medication, they're not going to make progress in ditching that addiction.
right, right. And that's one of the reasons why we require 30 days of sobriety before coming into our turnaround marriage program, because it's too devastating. You have basically you have a mistress, right? Of
Mhm.
sorts. And it takes the place of the spouse, and it can be so devastating. And in our culture, we are just so afraid of pain that so often many of us just choose to numb, right? Rather than go right to the pain and right through the pain and deal with the pain and the impact and get healing from the pain so that you can get on the other side of it rather than just choosing to numb. And so if you're out there and you're struggling with addiction, please, please, please check out the links below. Get sober, make that your number one priority. You've got to get sober if your marriage is going to stand a chance. That is number one for you can do. And for those of you who your spouse is the one who's struggling with addiction and you don't know what to do, go ahead and check out the links below for the resources that we have for you as well.